So let's start defining rules. For that we need to open, let's define rules for user story first. Let's define rules for epic first. From the top, we can start from the top. So okay, we have these states, we can define rules like new rule. So new rule, for example, we have three states here. Okay, let's create one more print. Okay, we have three states here: to do and doing and done. Correct. So these three states we have here. Let me show again: to do, doing, and done. Let's come to rules, new rules. Okay, what I want epic should move from to do to doing, but we should not be able to move it from to do to done. Okay, we want to follow this process. It must go to doing, then should go to done. Okay, so let's name the rule as move from to do. Okay, you can also use quotes here: move from to do. Okay, let's select the condition. So there are, you can see there are multiple condition based on your requirement. You can select any one of them. Right now I want my epic to, when I'm moving it from to do, it should not be allowed to move directly moved into done state. So only the user can move from to do section to doing section. Okay, so let's see, look for that option. Okay, we want to create a rule so that the user cannot move epic work item type from to do to done. Okay, so we are changing the state from to do. So let's see, there must be an option, work item state is moved from. Okay, a work item state is moved from which section? To do. Okay, so we need to create a rule for that. Let's then restrict the transition state. Which transition state? Done. So it cannot be moved to done. So once you will create this, let's not create this right now. I will explain you how this will impact the epic. So let's create an epic first. Go to this section. Let's go to this section, online store. Let's create an epic. For that you need to go to online store option. There you can see a plus symbol at the top left corner. If you click here, it will ask you, pop you up an option of new work item. You can select any work item type from here. So in our case we want to create an epic, so this window will be popped up. Let's create the epic that we explained you in the start of the video: user authentication system. Okay, implement user authentication system. Correct. So this will be the title, and then assignee, let's assign it to myself. I do not have multiple users, so in your organization you will be able to see multiple users here. So by default the state will be to do. And right now in description we can define like we need to build an user authentication system for our online store project. So this is for demo purpose. In your epic there must be multiple like documents, attachments, and information, detailed information. So you can put all the information in the work item that you are creating. So I'm just explaining for demo purpose though, so I'm using the sample information. Okay, so once you define this, you can define the priority. I will explain you how to like customize this or these options also in later on videos. So once you define this, suppose let's set the priority to 2 and click on save and close button. Oh, the work item is created. you can, how you can see if this is created or not. You need to go to boards and there is an option work items. Click on that. You can see implement user authentication system epic is created. Okay, so once you can open and see the details you have entered when you were creating this epic implement user authentication system. It is right now it is in to do state. See, you can see the state here. So what rules we let's go back to the rule. We wrote a rule when a work item state is moved from to do. So right now it is in to do. So when it is moved from to do, then we need to restrict this transaction. The user should not be able to move it to done section. Right now this is not created, this rule is not created. Right now there will be both options available, doing and done. Right now you can create like move it to doing, it is moved to doing. You can move it to done, then it is moved to done, then you can move it to do. All of the transaction are allowed right now because we have not written any rule in rules section for epic. So from to do you can also move it to done. See, you can move it to done, then move it back to do. So let's right now it is in to do. Let's create a rule, new work item rule for epic. A work item from to do. So say rule is created. It is created for epic. When the name, you can name anything, the rule you can provide, give any name to your rule. So when a work item state is moved from to do to then this should be restricted. Let's come back to this option, refresh the page and click in this to do button. See, the done option is removed from here. Correct. So there are multiple things you can do while, for example, let's write one more rule here. So for example, when a work state is changed from to do change to done, then clear the value of maybe assigned to. Okay, so once you can see work item changes, we defined a work item state changes to done. Once a work item is moved to done section, we can name move to done. We can name the rule this: a work item state is changes to done, then clear the value of assigned to. Let's save this. So let's check this. We are at doing to do. Let's from to do we can go to doing. We started working, someone started working on it. Now we can see the done option because the rule is not written when we are moving it from doing. Okay, so let's move to done. You can see whenever we, as soon as we selected done, that assigned to section cleared. Okay, let me show you again. Reload. It is assigned to me, Rakesh Yadav. So whenever you select this, as soon as you select done, the sign is clear because we have defined a work item changes to done, clear the value of assigned. So you can write multiple rules. There are multiple rules available like make read only, make required. Whenever changes to done, you can use the current time to set the value of, you can set different values based on that. So this is how you can define rules for any user story, any work item type, maybe user story, epic, bug, or anything like that. Okay, so there are multiple ways of handling your process. So this is the process of defining rules for your work item type. Right now we have explained you how to define rules for epic. You can do the same for user story from here, and you can do the same for bugs from here. Okay, the states are already here. So if you want to, suppose you want to write a rule for bug, all the state, you can suppose work item state is let me, a value is defined for a value on the change is made when a work item is created. Okay, a bug, whenever a bug is created, like select the action, set the value of assigned to me. Okay, assigned to me whenever a bug is created, when bug created. Okay, when bug created, I set the value of assigned to this. Save. Let's create a work item. Go here, click here. Let's refresh first. Yes, okay, let's go here and create on this button bug. See, whenever a bug is created, it automatically assign this user to it. Okay, so let's create a bug, test bug, save and close. And if you go to work items details, it is assigned to me. As per a rule, it is assigned to me. Okay, this way you can define different many rules based on your requirement. You can apply rules on user story, user task, bugs, epics, whichever work item type you want to create rules for. You can create that the way I have explained you the process. I have already explained you the process for that. Okay.